YouTube, what's poppin'? Guys, back with another video on the channel. As you can see from the name of that squad, I've been asked to see what I can do with a 5-0 team. Now, the focus that I'm going to have on this team myself is to try and make it as playable as possible. Now, there might be some players which are probably preferred over the ones I've picked, but the goal which I've actually tried to do here, and which I think probably a lot of you players should look out for, whether you're, whether you feel you're either a top end FIFA player, whether you feel like you're actually a more casual. I won't disrespect anyone by saying they're a lower end player, because obviously there's room for improvement, and you've got to start somewhere. But yeah, let's see what we can do with this squad. I basically as I said, the focus is to try and get a five-star team together. Um, with a lot of the cards that have come out, it's more than possible at this stage of the game. Probably could have done so earlier, but I've actually found a way of making it sort of completely meta, focused around certain leagues, and to maximize chemistry as well. Um, the only thing I will say is you could opt for someone more defensively in terms of the midfield. But the reason why I've sort of tried this on an in-game 4-2-3-1 formation. And the midfield is obviously, if they're five-star, you kind of want them to be ball players. So the focus is obviously playing nice attacking football, having fun at this stage, and obviously using the meta because if you ain't got 5-star skills, then you're probably a bit limited. The first player that's gonna take this spot is Neymar. Let's grab him. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the 93 inform Neymar. I think that's probably more than enough. You could go for his special card, but he's not actually a left winger. Um, Probably one of the better cards to be fair. The only downside to him is obviously you can sometimes feel that his shot power is a bit weak, but his dribbling in this game is completely insane. Outside foot shot. He can obviously score the finesses as well. Add a hunter to him, and you've got a hell of a card there. Up top, one of probably my most expensive player in this squad. We are gonna have CR7. Now the question is, which one is he? No, it's not that one. What am I doing? Like I shouldn't be typing in Cristiano. There you go. We want his foot birthday card, which I believe is that one. Yep, C's 5-star, 5-star. Hell of a player, honestly, guys. If you haven't used this card, I've used him in drafts, by the way. But if you haven't used this card, definitely give him a go. Thankfully, his value has dropped, and he's probably the best striker you could probably use for about 1,000,000 coins. Especially if you're running a prem squad. There might be other probably more faster, but if you haven't used Ronaldo this year, or you probably haven't used Ronaldo in general in FIFA, because obviously he's quite an expensive card. This is a card that you should definitely try. On the right wing, we're gonna have a director linked to him. You can see I'm starting off with the attackers, by the way. The only reason why I'm doing so is because obviously, like I said, that's the focus of the squad. That's where your goals are gonna come from. So you want to make sure that's probably the best possible look you can get. We're gonna grab foot birthday Jadon Sancho. This is a hell of a card, guys. Honestly, the dribbling on this card is so insane. The skills pull off so silky. Um, and I feel like he's got a boost in the right places. He's also got a finesse shot trait, which is a bonus. When you mix finesse shot with the 5-star skills and 90 curve, you obviously got shooting that at an insane rate, and that's what you're sort of looking for. Um, Pairing up with them in the either in the cam spot. I feel like all these players are quite interchangeable, guys. So don't feel like you're limited to play them in one position. You can line it up how you want. And we've got Firmino. I need to take off centre mid. We're going for his foot birthday. 5-star, 5-star. This card, I bought this card when he was about 400k because I was sort of messing around with teams. At striker, this guy is so good. Now, he's not insanely fast. You do need to bear that in mind. But his positioning is good, his skills feel so good, and his finishing is sublime. So I'd definitely give this card a try if you haven't done so. You could drop him back into the midfield if you wanted to change the formation. But as a cam that can obviously win the ball high, start your attacks. You've got your left wing and your right wing, or left mid and right mid, or lamb ram, whatever you want to do it as. Just the four pushing forward is absolutely perfect. and I feel like that's how you get the best out of the team. He will be playing on 7, unfortunately. He's the only one here, but I still feel like that's more than enough. Slap a hunter on him. That's pretty much all you need. You could actually put a catalyst as well if you want to up the passing, but I'd definitely recommend a hunter just to max out those shooting and pace stats. At CDM, we are going to put here a strong link to Neymar because obviously he needs one. Is Paqueta. Um, this card as well I've had in draft. These a lot of these cards I've used in draft mode, guys. Because obviously I really haven't been buying players that much. I do obviously try a lot of players to have a bit of fun, but this card is absolutely sensational. Another 5-star, 5-star. He's got stats all across the board. Like I said, you haven't got a fully defensive midfielder here, but they'll obviously do a job anyway. He feels like a strong defensive midfielder, so I wouldn't sort of feel like the game's working against you in any way. This person, Paqueta is obviously 5'11" as well, so he's not along the super high end, but he will win you the ball back, start your attacks. His dribbling is very, very good, so he can beat people that are pressing quite a lot. You do see that a lot in this game as well, so just a small turn, if obviously EA servers select you, which obviously Paqueta, like I said, he can beat the servers sometimes, which is quite nice. Um, yeah, that's definitely the card I'll link. I'll actually try and limit the talking, guys, because this video will probably drag a bit. But yeah, Paqueta is a card that I'd add to this end. On this side, I think he's on 7 chem as well. I could be wrong. We're gonna have Corona's Shapeshifter card. This card is so good, guys. Honestly, oh my god, you can literally play him anywhere on the pitch. You wouldn't be missing out on anything. Anywhere he can go, he can play your cams, centre mid. But I've opted to obviously play him as a midfielder, either defensive, attacking defensive midfielder. He's got everything, but probably lacks a bit of strength, which you can up with a chemistry style. But look, that's all 5-star, 5-star here, guys. 6 players, and that's pretty much everyone here. The only people that aren't going to be 5-star, 5-star are your defenders, which I obviously feel you don't really need that in the centre backs. But we're also gonna have them on the wings, guys. The 5-star, 5-star, in case you obviously want to switch to a 3-5-2. All right, back. Birthday Danny Alves. I've actually bought this card, guys. I haven't tested him yet because I didn't get a chance to play champs. Far too busy for it. But yeah, I'll probably play. I'll try and get some rivals games in to just give him a shot and see what he's like. But the card looks absolutely sensational, and that's why I've obviously spent the money on it myself. Um, I don't know if that strength's going to be a factor which works against him, but obviously if you play with your fullbacks attacking, which I probably intend on doing, um, that's obviously a hell of a card. Left back, you don't probably guess who this is going to be. um, it is going to be Marcelo. There it is. We're going to use his foot captains because obviously shapeshifter's in a different. Is shapeshifter's a striker. Foot captain's 5-star, 5-star as well. Insane stats across the board. I don't really need to say more about that. You've seen what you can do. Have I used this card? I don't think I've actually used this in draft mode. Never really got to pull it, unfortunately. But it looks like one of the best fullbacks in the game. At centre back, like I said, guys, we're gonna keep this competitive, so we're gonna have some strong players here. Eder Militao is the first one. We'll grab that one. You can already see what's gonna happen here, guys. Honestly, and on this side, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add Koundé. Oh, if EA servers let me, feels like I'm gonna get disconnected, guys. So give it a second. I hate when it does this. I'm hoping we're gonna connect back pretty fast. I will start editing this out of the video, obviously, when EA servers are being garbage, if you'd like. But it just lets everyone see, and you never know, if someone from EA clicks on this video, they can see that it's obviously their servers and no one else having an issue, because a lot of the time this happens. A lot of the time where you're searching for a player and it just drops you out the server, or it takes an eternity to search, and we're on PS5, so the usability should be quite faster. If it's going to kick me out the server, I prefer to kick me out straight away here rather than loading for God knows how long and then kicking me out. But yeah, I'll probably just keep talking here, just so obviously make sure that there's no continued delay. But yeah, um, I feel like there are obviously other squad builders I can do. I have been trying to sort of help people with their squads when they've obviously asked me to do so, and we've come up with quite some good squads. It can be obviously based around their favorite players. It could be based around a nation they like, a club they like. Um, Probably nation is more appropriate because at the end of the day, finding players for a particular nation that obviously fit together is quite enjoyable. And what I try and do as well is use the untradables at the same time. Um, because at the end of the day, if you can save someone from saving a lot of money on coins, why not? Um, okay, we're back again. Kunde, Cound. There he is. Concept player. Guys. I think this is probably one of not the best, but one of the best centre back partnerships you can get in this game. You can feel free to substitute this for someone else, but if we're getting Corona a bit more chem, so obviously it's a bonus. And Kunde is absolutely fantastic in this game. And in the net, I used to think Allison was the best keeper in this game, but I've sort of grown a bit more on Courtois now. I feel like he's up there with one of the best keepers in the game now. But yeah, when you obviously get all the positions, guys, 90% of this team's going to be on full chem. Only Firmino and Corona won't be on full chem, but you'll have 100 full chem. But yeah, guys, that's the team. Let me know what you think of the team. If there's any improvements you'd want to make to this team. If there's any cards you feel are probably more, um, well, any card that shouldn't be here actually is probably a good point to make. Or like I said to you, if there's any sort of squad you'd like to see me feature on the channel, or you'd like me to obviously help you with your squad, just reach out to me, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for further content as well. Thank you guys for watching.